What is going on, travelers, and welcome back to the walkthrough. Last episode, I did say we're going to go ahead and take to the stars, start making some money, as well as getting our economy scanner to help us out in the process. We are on Alone Amidst the Stars, which means we're going to take off from this planet, seek out some clues to find Artemis. We should be seeing a visit from the Space Anomaly here pretty soon. And there it is now. And that, it's a Space Anomaly. Now that this is opened up for you, more than likely you're just a little bit away from mid-game. This is where a lot of the upgrades, or I want to say like low to mid-tier upgrades, are going to be available for you to purchase with either nanites or the buildable technology. Hence the reason why you should save these and not sell them. We're gonna go see Nada. We're gonna go ahead and take a tour of this whole place for a bit, just to get you familiarized with the anomaly. This is Nada. That's Polar. So for this part, you do need to ask about Artemis, Nada, and Polo in order for you to get to the last one. You could just click the last one, but I don't think it's gonna let you do that. We're just gonna kind of skip through it. If you want to see what they're actually saying, a little bit of the lore, go ahead and follow it during your playthrough. It is pretty rich and pretty exciting with what's going on. I didn't see that one. I asked about the space station. Cool, now we can leave. Now we get to speak with Polo. Ask how. Okay, there we go. Now we have to speak from travelers to earn nanites. All I was asking you to do is just explore the Space Anomaly. Go ahead and follow that purple icon. Probably going to go see Helios. Whenever you have planetary data, or if you wanted an emergency beacon to go see a derelict freighter in space, to go get some stuff for your freighter. That's just one way about going about it. Go ahead and talk to Helios. I think he gives you one every so often. Data for planets. And you got your nanites right there. Then learn technology blueprints, which means we're going to take a ride over here. Did I say walk? You'll come to this kiosk right over here. Is for your exosuit. See Celine. And this is a good portion of your exosuit upgrades. Later on, we will be going after the nutrient ingester. We have just enough to go ahead and take it now. But the only problem is we don't have the blueprint for lubricant right now. We will be getting that for free later. So until then, you can then get the nutrient processor, the nutrient ingester in order for you to get buffs from cooking. Other than that, you got the rest of the stuff for your jetpack, the translator, your hazard protection. At a C class, you can get higher levels of tiers for that, S and X class. Along with your exoskiff, the portable miner that you can put into your backpack, so you don't necessarily have to carry a refiner with you in your inventory. You can just be in your tech slot. And last but not least, an exocraft summoning unit. This is actually pretty new. I believe this goes in your exosuit quick menu. Nice. Where is the exoskiff, which you can use as a platform in the water to fish on, and then your fishing rod would go in your, what is that thing called? Your multi-tool. Sorry, I'm like blanking here. Project new array of base parts. No, this is your end-all be-all of, base parts. So this is all the prefab stuff that we can get. We'll be getting this for free, so we're not going to go ahead and purchase it now. All the lockers will be given to us for free later. These actually we will have to pay for. Along with those, you're familiar with not that one. This one we're already building with, and there's like more object that we can go ahead and attach to it and build with. And there's the rest. This was just the roofs and everything, but here's actually the rest of the building parts here that we actually use. And then farming will be later on as well. We're already working on this. We're trying to open this up down here, as well as the rest of this, so we can go ahead and start making some industry and getting stuff for free, the works, making more money, decorations and whatnot that you can go ahead and put in your freighter as well as in your base. So we have a different menu for that. And then more decorations, posters, numbers and decals that you can put up, and underwater stuff that we're going to see later on as well. And your exocrafts. There'll be multiple exocrafts for you to use. The one we're going to have pretty soon is just the roamer, and then the rest of these are going to be opened up, I think, later on, or we'll have to buy them via salvage data. And then you're familiar with this one too. This opens up a lot of the galactic trade terminal. The signal booster will be opened up here pretty soon for us. There'll be a landing pad. There's actually 2 that you can choose from, along with a short-range teleporter to get you around your base. Then you have an oxygen harvester. This is like mid-tier, and then there's like an upgraded one that you can use in your industry. There's an autonomous mining unit that you can use. So this will be pretty much what you start out with until you get into that bigger part of industry. Then your atmospheric harvester. The automated trap, on the other hand, for fish is pretty new since that came into the the World's Part 2 update, I believe. Let me know down in the comments if I'm wrong about that. Weapons rack, you can now archive your weapons into there. Oh, and I forgot, you can archive your ships into your freighter once you get one. But we'll talk more about that later on. Just want to get you go ahead and look at all this. Oh, this is all the glass prefabs, like squares and whatnot. You can have one that's just all glass, or it can just be a cuboid room. You can go ahead and set that up however you want. And we're back to start. It's everything within there we have to talk about. We have to go speak to Nana about Artemis. There'll be more that we're going to look at here pretty soon. I want to make it as quick as possible because we got a lot to go over. Ask what to do. Ask for help with Artemis. We'll go ahead and go with that. Okay, cool. So that's going to pop up. And we'll go back to log. Go over to Alone Amidst the Stars. It's still there, and we need to return to space. If at any time we want to, I guess this is where the tour starts. Start on this side. You can come over here. That room doesn't really do anything at the moment. That's more for late game. And this, on the other hand, will take you anywhere you need to go. It's just another portal, basically. But this shows you all the highlighted events, or highlighted bases within the community, recent places you've been to, featured, and then it's the normal stuff that we've seen from the portal that we've already gone through. And you can set up your favorites as well. Tethys and the automaton will be later on. You can actually deconstruct and sell your multi-tools here. You can salvage it and get all the parts from it, and I don't know whether or not you can make money. I haven't really used it that much since it's been in-game. It's kind of new. And on this side, because we're down here, this is the Nexus. This is where you can go and have your weekend missions, if not your daily missions, as they'll pop up like this, where you can get Quicksilver, units, oh, they're all units today, as well as a separate prize on this one. Which one's the separate prize? So we got units, and the next one is an exosuit upgrade chart, which means you would go to an exosuit site, and instead of paying for it with units, you would pay for it with resources, and you would get that inventory slot, just one. This one, on the other hand, you get your unstable plasma with Quicksilver. I guess all the second stuff was actually there. I didn't see it. Explosive drones, you can use that for your freighter when you get one, plus the units. And then salvage frigate modules are really good to purchase upgrades within your freighter when you're making them. You just need to do things like scourge cleansing, which is hunting dangerous pirates, eliminating hazardous flora. It actually changed. It does change from time to time. So if you see it there, definitely take it if you want it. And over here is your expedition terminal. Anytime that there's an expedition going on, I can actually look and see how long the expedition's going to be. And actually, 3 weeks remaining. So we got another 3 weeks if you want to do the expedition. If at any point during the walkthrough you You just want to go ahead and go through the expedition, which will kind of do a little bit of hand holding and upgrade you a lot quicker than it would through this walkthrough, because they kind of hand give you everything after you get certain objectives completed. Not to mention they give you a nice little prize at the end and a nice little ship. Then over here we have the Quicksilver store. This is where you can pick up a lot of your expedition rewards as well as your Twitch rewards. Let's go ahead and get started with the exotic items for Quicksilver. You can now get your decals. Actually, you could always get your decals. This is just really cool new stuff. Oh, that's a No Man's Sky Discord right there. That's what's up. 07 of that. Atlas Foundation decals. There's a lot of decorations and appearances that you can pick up from the Quicksilver, like I mentioned with the appearance modifier. Some of the stuff goes on you. Some of the stuff will go towards your base. All pretty cool. We'll more than likely be unlocking this here pretty soon. Actually, it's available now. It's only available now, I think, because I already unlocked it. So, never mind. We won't be picking that up. Because I didn't unlock it in this walkthrough. So, I said I wasn't going to be taking anything from here because I was unlocking it, but I didn't think it would be that. So you can actually filter this out. If you want just base building parts, you can go ahead and go through there. Go to the next one is gestures, appearances, other curiosities. That void egg is going to be important later on in another walkthrough. And it could tell you stuff that you do not own. So if you're like, well, I really want that, I'm going to take it. So I'm not going to take it. You're going to pay for it with Quicksilver, obviously. But yep, that's pretty much it for the Quicksilver. Oh, no, hold on. That's one part of the Quicksilver store. What I forgot to mention was where to earn Quicksilver. That'll tell you to go to the Nexus. Yeah, weekend events generate significant additional Quicksilver. So that's pretty much the gist of that. Expedition rewards will be here too. That's the latest one, the Wraith. That's a nice little ship that you get to fly if you've completed the expedition totally. Get the Titan decal. Pillar of the Titan. There's a bunch of stuff that you get from it. And it just keeps going on and on. A lot of this I've gotten from previous expeditions if you're so inclined to jump in and get those nice little prizes. There's a lot of neat stuff you can get. I'm looking all the way down the list. Wow, there's a lot of available things, except for these. Because one expedition wasn't completed. Let me go ahead and go back into that. So there's also Twitch rewards. If you happen to watch No Man's Sky content creators on Twitch, then you're gonna be getting rewards by the hour. The more hours you watch, the more rewards you get, depending on that day. So again, decals, things you can put on your ship, things you can put on your exosuit, even multi-tools that you normally wouldn't find in-game. Like I said, I won't be taking any of these out. That's actually how we got the armor and everything. That's actually a Twitch drop. That's another way of you getting free stuff from the game as well. I think the last one was like special rewards. I don't know what this one is. This one was pretty special because there was a No Man's Sky update that gave out the Starborn Phoenix. So if you happen to be a Steam player or there's some special occasion, like if you're on Xbox, you ended up getting a No Man's Sky Xbox helmet, it would show up in this special collection spot over here and for you to collect. I'm pretty sure you're familiar with the landing pads. And up the ramp, you know Helios. There's two other characters over here that we can go ahead and talk to. Ares. Ares is going to ask you for... I believe he's going to ask you for nanites. Or no, salvage technology, transmit milestone data. We gave him one salvage data. And he gives us nanites. Only 10, unfortunately. Transmit milestone data. We can go ahead and give him that. And it's even more. We got 610 that time. Go back again, and we can purchase upgrades for him. They're not the best upgrades, unfortunately, but it's just enough to go ahead and get you started. If you're really low, actually, our nanite count went up pretty significantly. We got about 500 or 600, no, 600 more. So we can purchase whatever we need to from here if we want to, but there's better upgrades to purchase down at the space station. And our man Kronos over here. Kronos is going to judge and take your donations for food. You can present food for critique, and he ends up giving you nanites for that. There's a specific loop that you can put him through if you make punch from the Star Bramble, and you just keep giving it to him, going through the whole script. then he'll provide you with more and more nanites, but it'll be like an up and down scale. It'll be RNG. You might get a lot, you might get a little. It'll all depend on that and how long you want to be here. There's better ways and better methods to make nanites. You can donate food to the market. That means anyone who comes through, I believe, will be able to go ahead and... I don't know if they'll be able to get it or not. I haven't really done the whole gifting thing yet, because you have to have smoked fish, tangy cheese, crystalline soup, scrambled marrow, honey soaked fancy, and caramel curiosity just to give, and I believe he gives you something in return. And you can just come over here and cook. If you don't have the nutrient processor yet, you can just go ahead and cook your stuff. Like if I want to put sweet root in, that would make sugar. If I had cocoa with me, that would make hot chocolate, and then I could go ahead and give that out if I wanted to. I think that was on the person, yeah. And over here, we have the egg incubator. So if you happen to get an egg from your companion, do we even have a companion yet? I don't think we do. No, we don't yet. You can go ahead and go to the egg sequencer, and you can put specific genetic inputs in, which is just resources, and it makes your companion bigger, different colors, all that nice, cool stuff. And the appearance modifier, I'm pretty sure you're familiar with. And there are these two guys over here that we haven't talked to yet, which is Gemini. Okay, we're gonna... and Hesperus. I believe they don't really do anything. You can just talk to them. They give you information. Yep, just pretty much. Wasn't expecting that long to talk with him. I thought it was gonna be a quick leave from the encounter. Now back up to the upgrade booth. We went a little bit over 2 kiosks already, but to go ahead and get you comfortable with this one over here for the ship, Hyperion, you can research your starship parts. A lot of these are very, very helpful. Like your instability drive. I was going to say interstellar drive. I'm sorry. Your instability drive, along with your sublight amplifier. The flight assist override you don't really have to get, but you can get it once you have the right supplies. Your economy scanner is what we're vying for here later on pretty soon. We can actually buy it right now if we wanted to and get that over with. That is on the list of things to do. We just got we're going to have to get a hyperdrive upgrade here pretty soon to get us to a different system. So we'll be coming back actually for this here once we get enough money. You have your efficiency thrusters and your launch auto charger, which we're going to be purchasing here pretty soon, along with your aquajets, which allow you to land on water. Then you have your elevative shield. There's more shielding at the space station, but at higher tiers like S-Class, and then at Pirate Systems it'll be X-Class. So we'll be going for those, and we could slap this on as we can only have about 3 S-Class upgrades. And then we're going to have a C-Class slapped in there too. This will be secondary stuff for your weapons. So we have a secondary for the photon cannon, which is the non-linear optics. The rocket launcher will also have the rocket launcher tubes. And any other weapon you put in there, like my favorite, the infra knife accelerator, will also have a Q resonator. And then any other upgrades like A-Class, S-Class, or X-Class. I mentioned A-Class because I think we recently got one not too long ago. Cyclotron ballista, Dyson pump, and then positron ejector. That's more along the lines of your shotgun, and then you have a fragment supercharger there to aid it in making it resulting in faster, more accurate particles, which means faster and accurate shots. So instead of the pa, it will be like pop. Phase beam is more along the lines of a weapon where you get to take down a shield, and that takes it down super quick. I don't know if it's quicker than the infra knife, as we can make it more powerful, but it does this very, is it the leech one that's here? No, it improves heat performance. But this one pretty much leeches it, and it believes it gives you more shielding from their shielding. So if you want to have a build where it revolves around that, and then you're able to take down the ship once the shield is down, then have at it. Other than that, that'll be for the ship parts. I don't know why I'm like, Anyway, multi-tools. This will be where a lot of your multi-tool stuff comes from. Be able to purchase weapons with nanites and whatnot. Pick one of your favorites. If you want to go with the barrel ionizer for your bolt caster, you can go ahead and do that, along with the sentinel upgrades and your bolt caster ricochet module. which I think they're gonna bounce. Yeah, this is one for bouncing. So if you want them to ricochet, bounce, and hit the enemy that's right next to them, you can go ahead and do that. There's the plasma launcher. I really don't use the plasma launcher too much. I don't really have information on that. The blaze javelin, laser, just like the one we mentioned earlier for the ship. I don't believe it's something that leeches or anything like that. It doesn't do that. It's just a laser that kind of shoots out. And your shotgun, the scatter blaster. This is a second fave of mine. You're definitely going to want that shell greaser, because there'll be times where you're trying to shoot and you have that little bit of, not a little bit of lag, but a little bit of time before you have to shoot, like a little cooldown. This accelerates it just a little bit, so you're just with that. But the range and everything, you're going to have to get pretty close with. This, on the other hand, you can get a fairly good distance shooting this, as long as you're pretty accurate. And then you have a bunch of these upgrades to go along with it. Your clip size, there's a ricochet module for them to bounce, and then there's this, the impact igniter. So you have impact fire duration, fire damage, and post impact ignition. Ignition. I have to make sure I was reading that right. And then the neutron cannon. Wait, hold on. Let me go back to this plasma launcher. So yeah, you shoot this. It stuns your enemy for just a moment, and then you're able to take the advantage of the moment to take them out. This, on the other hand, the neutron cannon, this is okay. I haven't really used it in its most powerful form. But you're able to charge it up. Once you charge it up, then you're able to shoot it. The more charged it is, the more powerful it can become when you shoot it, along with this P-field compressor upgrade. The combat scope, I will go over that once we go more into combat. We had a little bit of combat earlier in the series, but we're going to do more heavy combat later on. Cloaking device, it's only good for 60 seconds, unfortunately. And then the voltaic amplifier, I rarely use this. We'll talk more about that later. Then your terrain manipulator, the advanced mine laser, which we just opened up and need to get the... just need to get the wiring loom for. Nice. We only need 2 things of wiring loom, but before that we need to buy it. We need to get more money. An optical drill, which we can come back for, and the fishing rod that I went ahead and mentioned earlier for this. Waveform recycler also needs to go into our exosuit. Our multi-tool, so we can scan further away, and we can get better S-class upgrades for those later on. And then we have the survey device, which is critical for our industry build, which we'll also talk about later. This guy looks like he's getting bored. Most of the time, you can come to the Anomaly and see multi-tools that you can purchase and buy. We'll be doing more of our purchasing in the Space Anomaly rather than here. This one looks to have a supercharged slot rather than the one we currently have. Go ahead and look in our multi-tool. We have no supercharged slots, barely any slots, and most of the slots are being taken up by our bowcaster because it has a lot of upgrades. This, on the other hand, is a synthesis laboratory where we have a lot of our industry. Not most of it. A little bit of this is opened up already to us. We went ahead and purchased this not too long ago. And the other ones were basic, which is metal plating, hermetic seal, and carbon nanotubes. That was already opened up for you for free. The solar mirror, on the other hand, we'll have to unlock that along with everything else that has a price on it. A lot of the stuff you can open up later on. I believe we get a warp hypercourse for free, but the Atlas passes, I believe we just have to unlock those, depending on what we need for them. Also, there's more of the formulas that you can make. There's lubricant right there that we can buy here pretty soon. Actually, we're going to get that for free because we're going to have to make it along with some of this other stuff like glass. And I think either polyfiber. We're going to have to make too. Some of the stuff sells for a lot. So if you're able to craft it, go ahead and craft it, sell it. You'll make a lot, depending on how much of the stack you have. Especially the stasis devices. They sell for a ton of units. I believe that is it for that part. We have one more to go to, which we're not going to see later on, but it is good to have a pretty nice look at it. A bunch of them, not multi-tools, the exocrafts that we looked at earlier. These are all the upgrades for them. If you look through here, and you'll see the upgrades for your Nautilon, which is the underwater sub exocraft that we get to use. This will be for a good majority of the exocrafts that are on land that can move, and that's including the hovercraft that we're actually going to get. Fusion engines are already unlocked. It's just some of the stuff that will be unlocked for free for us during the beginning when we get the mechanic for our base. And then a lot of the engine here is for our Minotaur, which is the mech that we're also going to be unlocking in the Exocraft line. If you, actually not if you want to. We might have to do that later on. I haven't decided because there's a part of the next walkthrough that will require it. And that is a tour of the Space Anomaly. When you come up, you'll feel comfortable, you'll know where to go, what to do, and whatnot. There'll be some parts that we haven't unlocked yet, like with Tethys and the Automaton up there. The Automaton has a name, but I can't remember its name. But yeah, this is your little hub to come over here and see other travelers running about, doing other things. You can even sit by the Nexus like all the poor No Man's Sky hobos do, asking for resources and whatnot, or someone would even just drop you one for free. As we head back out, we look for signs for Artemis. But before that, oh, looks like the message is already there. Go ahead and identify ourselves. That was his ship. It doesn't matter which one you choose. You can choose either one. Yeah, alone amidst the stars, locate a long-distance transmitter. I believe we just need base computer archives partially restored. Teleport back instantly. Base station teleporter. Or, okay, so we just need to go back to the space station. See, I believe at this time were we halfway? I think we were halfway with our, actually, no, we weren't. We weren't even close to that. Let mining. Manufacturing. Actually, no. We are. Oh, and that's tech. We just need one more, and we just need energy. And we're going to be able to do that as soon as we purchase the economy scanner. Let's go ahead and go through the storyline still. Now we got that call from the Space Anomaly. We'll be going back to base to go get the signal booster blueprint. I remember in the beginning of the series, we did see that, and there was no need to purchase it because we were going to get it for free. That's the cool thing about No Man's Sky. All the basic stuff's free. It's just a lot of the other things we're going to have to fight tooth and nail for. And I'd say that jokingly because, no, you just have to do a little bit of grinding and have a lot of machines do the grinding for you in order for you to put your come up in the game. Oh yeah, wiring loom. Do we have enough for that? We have 91,000. I don't think that's going to be enough for 2. Yeah, that's not going to be enough for 2. So as soon as we get the economy scanner, we're going to be able to roam around and find that energy spot. All right, and we're back. Oh, there we go over there to go ahead and get this. 2 days available, construction storage container, and we're gonna have to go ahead and build that here in a moment, just to move the story along. Search archives. Go ahead and leave. So since we set up the grid and our batteries are on this side, we're going to go ahead and put the storage locker over here. I believe that storage locker is 35 magnetized ferrite and 20 sodium. Okay, cool. We don't have the 35 magnetized ferrite. Do we have double that? Do we have 70? Oh no, we don't. We're nowhere near that. Let's go ahead and hook that up. for here. Let's go ahead and get that Faraday. Since there's 5 here, we'll just make 65. It's gonna be a little bit away, but we're gonna go ahead and have this thing run automatically while we're looking for something else. Did I say 60? Could just run it and monitor it, but what's the point if you're just gonna go ahead and set it? 7 seconds, so we don't have to go too far. Exosuit. That your ferrite was actually supposed to go there. And there we go. So we're gonna be building the. You can actually put this wherever you want. I just want to put this here because it's nice and close. I don't really have to go that far or anything since the batteries are there. And the. Go ahead and get rid of that build menu. Actually, I need that build menu for that. And for this, you can notice that the green circles are there for electricity. That one right there. They immediately just attach to this one. And there we go. You can go ahead and check your batteries to make sure that you have enough power. And it does look like it. The most amount of power being used right now is 25 kp, and we have about 200 kp available. And there's actually, on the storage grid, about 90,000. So we're set. We're pretty much set. So if you have a lot of items that you need to store, go ahead and store it in here now. I don't think there's anything in here that we don't need. We need about everything that we have in here. I'm going to go ahead and leave that alone, and we're already ready to get our next thing from the base computer. Okay, so for this one, we actually needed to code it. I already wrote the words down. Let's see if it's still the same. So we got Toilgek. Okay. There's this, I thought there'd be a second one. Wow. Is it Toilgek or Toligek? Toligek. Okay, construction base unit, and I guess that's the word you're gonna have to use in order to unlock it, which is Toligek. Personal upgrade module. That's always good. Oh, we got a shield. Not bad. I was expecting, you know, something else other than that, but you can go ahead and use the shield for this. This will give us a little bit of like 15% towards our shielding for the moment. Either one of these? Yeah, I wonder. No, it doesn't. No adjacency bonus for this, unfortunately. So, do we have the signal for the? No, we don't. No, we don't. Yeah. Oh, there it is. For this one's going to be kind of a guess because we're supposed to be Toligek and then we were supposed to get our this one. Oh. So if you saw that word, definitely pick it. And this should unlock the signal boost. Oh, teleport receiver. We need 1 antimatter and wiring loom. We are very short on the wiring loom. Search archives. It's going to go through there. You want to read the rich lore, like I said earlier, go ahead and read it through your playthrough. And there should be one more. Wait on that. We need to construct this in the ship. I think the ship is nearby. It's on the other side. Yeah, it's still reachable. We'll go ahead and install that there, but we don't have the other component that we need. Okay, that's installed, but we still need wiring loom. Didn't make enough. Does it have? It does have ancient bones here. If you do have a system that has ancient bones, go ahead and start digging those up. You can go ahead and pick those up. If you see, oh, I thought I just saw it right there. There should be one nearby all the times we've been scanning here. Let's see, let's go a little ways out. Maybe we can go ahead and identify it over there. Get a little bit of distance. It looks like the buildable technology symbol, but it'll be yellow. Oh, is that a surrounding spore cloud? Okay, never mind. That was something else. There is one. I just want an example of one. I actually don't see it. But it'll have that Wi-Fi symbol that you see on the right, and it'll be in yellow, like with some of the other ones we've seen here. It'll have that yellowish tint, but have that Wi-Fi symbol on it. And that'll let you know that it has ancient bones there. If you get a rare one, it will actually give you a lot of units. We're talking about millions of units, or maybe 500,000. Pick a lot of those up, and that'll be very quick money. But if you don't have that on your planet, we're just going to go ahead and do the other one, because it'll take a long time to actually collect all the ancient bones you need for money. We're going to go ahead and go up to the stars, and I believe... Can we go back to this? No, we can't. We got to summon it over here. I don't want to blindly fly around looking for a power generation system when there's something that we can go ahead and buy in order for us to get us to where we need to go. We'll have to purchase the thing before that. Once we purchase that, then we purchase the... Oh, whoops, I wasn't supposed to do that. We're supposed to summon it back here. So if you do have the nanites, which you should, go ahead and... What are we purchasing? Why am I forgetting? Go ahead and purchase the economy scanner. You can get started on looking for that power generation system. I'll let you know what to find here in a minute once we purchase it. I wanted to purchase it earlier, but I thought other things were going to come into alignment like they did earlier. Now we're ready for that purchase. Actually, no. We're right on track with the walkthrough. We're actually supposed to grab the economy scanner right now. We just needed the teleport receiver. The teleport receiver is going to help us be a little further away from the ship, so we can go ahead and not be so close when we need to put things away. Starship upgrades, and where is our little gem at? Right there. Okay, we need 4 more microprocessors and 1 wiring loom, which we can do at the moment. So the reason why we're not purchasing the conflict scanner, I know some of you saw it there, or for some of you veterans who are watching, it's like, why didn't you get the conflict scanner? We want to go to pirate systems so we can find them. 1, 2, get the smuggling goods, and 3, sell them at space stations. Just in case you're not able to do that yet. Or if you don't want to get into a frantic fight with sentinels or pirates, which will scan your ship and you don't have a cargo deflector in order for you to use to get them away from you. You'll be doing it with this method, which is going to legal systems and selling whatever you can to there. And it's a quick little moneymaker once you make the loop with all the portals by going to the space station. Go ahead back to the space station. Wish we could have just left in the portal over there, but since we're so close... Oh, I'm sorry, we're not so close. Since we're in the system, might as well just go to this one. We can go ahead and purchase the 1 wiring loom that we can make by installing this. But we'll still have to make the 5 microprocessors. Oh, we can only make 1. What are we missing? Carbon nanotubes and chromatic metal. Let's see if we can purchase 3 more. I'll here and wait, where is it? Oh, it's right there. I remember it was about 84,000 for the one thing of wiring loom. So push comes to shove, we may have to go back to base and start looking for copper in order for us to get the chromatic metal we need. Unless there's copper just kind of sitting around where I didn't see it. No, I believe we're out of it. This would be a good time to see whether or not Galactic Trade Terminal has what you need in terms of getting those resources. If you're unable to purchase it outright, looks like we're not gonna have the amount that we need. Oh, that's for one. Oh, the other system had it for cheaper. So all space stations will have different prices for different things. This one was 96. The last place we went to had a cheaper price. I believe that was the technology spot. Wiring them. Yep, 84,000. We can get that one, and it looks like it's the same price over here for microprocessors. So we're gonna have to end up making it, but it doesn't look like it has copper. Oh, yes, it does. And we'll just put it up to about 7,000 and see how much we can get. Not that much. We're gonna leave maybe 2,000. Get down to about 5,000. Because we want to have enough units for us to purchase commodities later. That's about 85. I don't know if that's going to do us justice or not, since it's going to be half of that. And how much do we need for the economy scanner? Actually, no, that's not what we should. How much we need for microprocessors? We need about 40, so that should be enough for, and that's just for one. We need a lot more than that. If you do have the amount that you need, go ahead and, I don't know why I'm going to the ship, we can just go back to base. Go ahead and make those 5, go ahead and get your teleport receiver ready. If not, you'll be doing the same thing as me, where we're going to get some more copper. I want to double check if I left anything on the ship. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. No, I did not. Okay, cool. Let's just go ahead and start searching for it. Oh, 2. Yeah, there was one about 200 away. I believe that's it. We are just about there. We can go ahead and take this. Let the rest of that go. Let's see. We need 3 notes. Oh, yeah, we need 3. There we go. Awesome, now we have our economy scanner. Unfortunately, we can't put this together yet. Awesome, we got what we needed. Let's go. Okay, now judging whether or not this may be our 4th warp jump, an event may occur where you'll face a freighter. So we're going to go ahead and see that once we find our place. But let's go ahead and go over what we just installed. So we just installed the economy scanner. This economy scanner not only finds trading outposts on planets, it also shows you the economy that's in other systems. If you remember, when it was uninstalled, we couldn't see what the second dot was. Now the second dot will show you the economies. Like this one, for example, we found it right off the bat, which is our power generation. But you notice it's 2-star. Remember, we want to find anything that's 2 or 3-star. We don't want to find anything that's 1. That's because for our trade loop, we want to have many commodities to sell, not just 1. If we have that 1, we'll already be out of stock, and we have to wait for that to fill up, which means we need to find another system of the same type that has a 2 or 3-star in order for us to sell more commodities within our loop. So in order for us to get through this loop, the loop is going to consist of an economy that has energy, which is going to sell to mining, which is going to sell to manufacturing, which is going to sell to tech, and tech sells right back to energy to close the loop. So let's go ahead and get that started. And remember, pirate systems, we cannot sell things from those unless we smuggle it over to the next system, which means you'll have to jump from system to system, which uses up your warp engine fuel, unless you use your unless you use your base as a middleman. So with our little, I think we have 3,000. Yeah, we have 3,600. We'll make it work. It'll take a little bit longer for the loop, but we'll go ahead and get you right through it. So you should have an amount of 82,000. Yeah, an amount of 82,000 units or more. Go to Galactic Trade Terminal, and what we're looking for is this stuff to buy. And initially, what you're gonna question is, well, what can I sell here? What you can sell here is a lot of the same description. Anything that has that little green percentage right there that's going to let you know, hey, you can go ahead and sell this here and you will get a 71.1 or 56.5 or however much percentage of it is towards profit in order for you to sell it here. So we're going to go ahead and sell a lot of this stuff here. And then we're going to go ahead and purchase all this up here because the price is low and we're going to sell high. That's the main point of getting a lot of this. I know some of you out there already know that, but we'll have to take the cheapest one over here because we can't take any of the other ones until we start building some profit. We're going to sell until it's red. Go back one, and then we're going to take those sparks. We're going to head right to the portal. Now they all should be connected. We got our tech, we got our mining, and we have our manufacturing. Next up on the list is mining. So we're going to go ahead and head to our mining spot, which is the previous system that we were in. Okay, our second place to go ahead and sell and purchase. So our starting amount is, just to go ahead and hit this there, our starting amount is 648. We'll go ahead and sell. Remember, we're only selling that one product, which is here. We're selling it full. That's about 7,000 units out of the, the 3,000 we had earlier. So now we're at 8,000. We're going to go ahead and go back in. We didn't have to come out or back in. You could have just stayed on it. Go to buy. And now we're going to go ahead and purchase. Go ahead and purchase 2 of these, actually. We want to just get the dirt because it's cheaper. Or if we want to go ahead and sell high to make more of a profit, you can go ahead and do that too. Which means we're only getting 1 unrefined pyrite. I laugh. It's because we can get more than that. Actually, we have 3,000 left. Let's go ahead and take off with some dirt. So now we have 2 products. Next up after mining is manufacturing. So we're looking for this here. We're looking for the gears. I'll let you know here too that is construction, but that is manufacturing. Right, on the destination 3, you can kind of get a gist of how the loop works. So again, go to sell. Sell our 2 commodities. And we just made 17,000. I don't know why I keep clicking out of that, like I need to go somewhere else and buy something. I don't know. But at this point, if you have something really low like me, go ahead and just look for the lowest one. Not the lowest one, the highest percentage for something. Then see if you can purchase it. I think the other one was worth more. If we go back to 1. Yeah, the other one's worth more. So we're going to want that one. And we go to the next spot. Which after manufacturing is tech. So nano construction is tech because it has that symbol within it. So out of this, depending on whether or not you bought out all the markets, you should end up with millions. Go ahead and sell. $29,000. That's a nice big jump. Oh, I could have sworn we bought something else, but I guess we didn't. Nothing's in the ship, right? Just want to sure. Nice little added bonus for that. We really didn't need the effigies. Now that we have a bunch, we're up to 103,000. We can go ahead and purchase. Oh, I'm sorry. We can actually purchase all of this. Actually, we can't purchase all that. Not yet. We can't purchase all that yet. So what we can do is see where we can get to about there for welding soap. And then there'll be some on the way back that we can go ahead and take with us. Where that was nano. Okay, there it is right there. Go ahead and sell. Go. Who do we know? In the ship? Oh, it's in the ship. I was a little worried. You can see how it's already going up. We're about now at 200,000 and a few more trips of selling everything out. You will be past that 1 million or 2 million mark, no problem. In the next episode, we're gonna go ahead and get that crazy amount of units. We're gonna buy not an upgrade multi-tool, but a decent multi-tool that has what we're looking for. If you can find one at a space station, it'd be a good time to look around. Oh, this one already has the optical drill within it. That's actually not bad. But notice there'll be 2 multi-tool. Oh my god. So this is actually a pretty good find. If you see these are one of the best combat multi-tools in-game. These are alien multi-tools. And look at that, it comes with the optical drill, the supreme suppressor chamber for the mining beam. Oh, it's all hooked up for mining. And it has a I'm sorry. I'm excited. It has 1 supercharged slot, and you can put many more slots in here. This is actually pretty good for combat. We can actually exchange this out. How much is it? Ooh, we're almost there. We need to take note of this place. We're going to come back and purchase this for our combat, so that way we have 2 multi-tools. However you want to do it, you can have 1 multi-tool, you can have 2 multi-tools, you can have an assortment of up to 6, and then you can archive them within a weapons rack when we go ahead and get to it. Other than that, you guys, I will see you next time for the next episode where we purchase this thing with the amount of money we have, and we're going to continue on with the walkthrough. Go beyond, traveler.